The Intercept has released documents that were given to them by the NSA that they then independently verified that describes a campaign investigated by the NSA by Russian intelligence to hack into US voting software corporations. They're named but not in the document. There's some contextual information that leads them to believe it might be one particular voting software corporation called VR, but we don't know that that's true at this point. And then furthermore, after hacking into that corporation, using the information revealed by that campaign to then hack into over 100 other local government offices and officials' offices as well. Now, this information was released right before we went live, so some of the details will be a little bit sketchy, but we do want to give you the broad strokes. They described, this is the NSA, Russian General Staff Main Intelligence Directorate actors executed cyber espionage operations against a named US company in August of 2016, evidently to obtain information on elections-related software and hardware solutions. The actors likely used data obtained from that operation to launch a voter registration-themed spear phishing campaign targeting US local government organizations. Now, overall, it's important to note what we know from this and what we don't know from this, what it says and what it doesn't say, because the headline can be interpreted in a lot of different ways. The NSA analysis does not draw conclusions about whether the interference had any effect on the election's outcome and concedes that much remains unknown about the extent of the hackers' accomplishments. However, the report raises the possibility that Russian hacking may have breached at least some elements of the voting system. Now, importantly, as we described both before and after the election, stealing an election in America is incredibly complicated because our election system is incredibly decentralized. It is not a system, it is hundreds or thousands of systems.
Wasn't impossible in 2000. They made that pretty easy.
Yeah, that's true. That's perhaps an exception there.
Yeah.
But to simply come in as an outsider and digitally affect it is incredibly complicated. Now, if you had perfect information about the particular counties that will matter most, that certainly simplifies the process, but from election to election, that changes. And the places that you would need to target are different from election to election. So the only other thing I will say right now is, while the raw intelligence that the NSA based this analysis on is not a part of what was leaked to the Intercept, we do know that they're apparently in the federal government taking this very seriously, because you described that an arrest was made just a couple of days ago, believed to be in relation to this.
And that information was released today. A federal government contractor in Georgia is charged with removing and mailing classified materials to a news outlet. Lee Winner, 25 years old, a federal contractor from Augusta, Georgia, was arrested for removing classified material from a government facility, mailing it to a news outlet. And the report in question, that classified report, was from May 5th, which is exactly when the one in the Intercept was cited. So they haven't linked her directly to this, but they've made an arrest, and she appeared in federal court after her arrest this past Saturday on the 3rd of June. So this is the beginning of the postscript to this story, but only the beginning of that.
So we don't know whether or not this had any impact on the outcome of the election, right? And of course, everyone wants to be hypersensitive and hyper-focused on that issue. But I think the real issue here is not the outcome of the election, but what we know has happened based on intelligence gathering, based on this report that was leaked to the Intercept and that originated from the NSA. For those who continuously deny that Russia has anything to do with anything, they never tried to hack into our elections. They didn't try to push out the fake news to try to sway voters. They had nothing to do with anything. It's all a nonsense story drummed up by the DNC to make up or make excuses for their loss. You're ridiculous. I mean, how much more? I don't know how much more. I know it's a slow, annoying, steady drip of information, and believe me, no one's more frustrated by this story than I am.
So was Watergate.
Right?
Watergate was slow for months.
It's not. Look, this isn't freaking crime scene investigation.
No.
Right? This is not a television show. This is not a movie. This is real life. And information gathering, intelligence gathering is a slow and steady process. And so if you have evidence clearing Russia of any wrongdoing, then let's have a conversation. If you don't, and you want to go around making a name for yourself saying nonsense, then I have no interest in you, right?
Yeah, some people seem to believe that there will be one piece of evidence. It will glow with the light of truth, and you shall hold it up to the viewership and know. No, and you're not gonna have a tape of Vladimir Putin saying, I will steal the US election.
Right.
It's not gonna be that specific.
Only we
this
can
is evidence.
If only we can get a US media person to interview Vladimir Putin so we can get down to the truth.
So again, this is not like we don't have all of the intelligence here, but I just want to, I apologize, I don't have all the names. Ryan Grimm, contributor to TYT, was one of the 4 Intercept writers who put together this report. Hopefully more information will be forthcoming. And it's interesting that, of course, this comes out just 3 days, I believe, before James Comey is expected to testify. So this appears it will be a very illuminating week for this general topic.
We're not the Young Turks, you're the Young Turks. You power this show. Together, we built something amazing. We've broken stories like the Donna Brazil story the mainstream media wouldn't break. We built the studio, we built this network. It's now #1, all thanks to you guys. Let's come build it even bigger and stronger. TYTnetwork.com/join.